right, so what do you get when you combine one of the top fitness companies in the United States with one of the biggest churches in South Florida and a whole lot of children in need? Well, you get the true story of two powerful groups coming together to make a huge difference in their community. Their example is really a great one for all of us, and I'm so happy to have joining us on the show today Jack Owak, the CEO of VPX Sports, and Pastor David Hughes from Church by the Glades in Coral Springs, Florida. Welcome to the both of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Glad you're here because I really love what you all did together, and it's a program called Love Handles, and it was a weight loss challenge, but it was so much more, right, Pastor? Tell us about Love Handles.
Right, it was a 40-day challenge for our people. The goal was not that our members look like fitness models or pro athletes, but just to get healthier. So a 40-day challenge as far as, eating healthier for 40 days. We challenged them to exercise. A fun thing was, Danielle, some of the personal trainers who are members of our church volunteered their time. So we started to offer all kinds of exercise classes and boot camps, Zumba classes.
Zumba in church?
Zumba in church.
That is interesting.
Our church isn't the normal church, but it really was well received. And 40 days of reading Bible verses about discipline, self-control. And the goal was, 40 days to change your life and then to change the world.
I love it. What a great idea. And Jack, I know that you're not a member of Church by the Glades, but I understand that you really like that idea of Love Handles so much that you said, all right, my company, VPX Sports, we are going to donate $1 for every pound that is lost. And you also offered to come in and host some of the seminars and give some talks and fitness lectures, right?
It was really interesting. We presented to the church some unique concepts that are in my book, Meltdown, Mind-Blowing Metamorphosis. And these concepts are to gain muscle for long-term weight reduction. Fat's burned inside the muscle. Muscle's metabolically active tissue. The more you have, the faster your metabolism works. And so we want to get the people's body working for them instead of against them.
I have to tell you, I love the play on the word. I love handles, by the way. Tell us a little bit about VPX Sports so that we kind of better get your connection with all of this.
VPX Sports develops cutting-edge sports nutrition, mostly involved in muscle building, fat loss, increases in performance. So we wanted to partner with Church by the Glades and use all this relevant science for rapid fat loss and body recomposition.
Because a lot of church activity, is built around food, it's social, and a lot of churches were all about spiritual health. But I think physical health matters too. God cares about the whole body. So there was a great synergy in this relationship. So we challenged our people, love handles. If you're a loving person, you handle your relationships well, you handle your money well, but you handle your physical things, the body well. So it was a great challenge for our people to buck that trend and take 40 days to get healthier.
Yeah, and the Love Handles concept was great because, love handles, we talk about the physical part, the noun, but the verb love handles transpired to where in Guatemala, these kids eating out of the dump, Love handled that by everybody working together to generate enough money to start feeding these people.
Terrific play on words, because it could be love handles in the traditional sense. We're thinking love handles, but it can be love handles anything, right? And I think that's such an important part. Church by the Glades, one of the fastest growing churches in the country. Congratulations on that, by the way. More than 6,000 members. How did the program go?
Jack surely understands the science so well. Our people just understood they needed to get healthier.
Yeah.
We had about 2,800 adults initiate this challenge, and by initiating, they had to weigh in. Yeah, I know that's kind of a weird thing for a lot of people. They can weigh in at home and register online,
good.
We challenged the people to weigh in at church. We had scales in the lobbies, and by the time it was done, they lost over 10,000 pounds as a church family. 10,000
pounds? Cha-ching!
Yes, I prayed that they didn't lose 100,000 pounds.
So you donated $10,000?
10,400 to be exact.
Exact.
He knew that extra couple $100, and that goes to charity, obviously.
Yeah, that's the exciting part about it, is it went to feed these starving children in Guatemala. Now, originally, I was just giving it to the church, and when David came up with this concept to go a step further and not take any of the money, true man of God, by the way, that's what was really inspiring. And it helped.
Jack's being kind. We just thought every not-for-profit needs resourcing right now, and Jack was being so generous. We just thought, since the whole emphasis was food and health, as much as we could use that money at the church, there were some kids in the third world that their nutritional needs are life and death. So we just passed it on to World Help, and they have a great feeding program. So it was really a win-win. And
yeah, ironically, you have kids that can't get enough food and they're eating out of the dump, and then in America, we're overindulging, we're overeating. So the whole thing revolved around food, but interesting twist.
Well, we played the whole idea of less is more. The less we eat, the more they eat. And our
That's
people really
right.
got on board.
Before we let you go, I do want to talk a little bit about this new book that you have coming out, and it does continue kind of your mission of healthy education. Tell us about the book.
The name of the book is Meltdown, Mind-Blowing Metamorphosis. It's this change from a caterpillar to a butterfly, a beautiful change. And the book's very cutting edge. It has all the latest studies and science information that's not even yet presented in the scientific and medical journals. And it's about rapid fat loss, changing your brain chemistry, body chemistry. It's exciting because it's like no other book on the subject ever written.
You guys are just such a terrific blessing and just a great group together. Wonderful program that you've done, and I'm so glad it came together and it worked out. So thank you so much for coming by and sharing it with us on the show this morning.
Yeah, thank you for having us on the show. This has been great.
Thank you. Great having you. All right, for more information on Church by the Glades and their program, Love Handles, check out cbglades.com. You can also follow Pastor David on Twitter at Pastor D. Hughes. And if you'd like more information on Jack and his fitness secrets, be sure to check out the website vpxsports.com. And you can also follow Jack on Twitter at VPX Redline CEO.